Once again, welcome. We're going to get started in just about a minute. Give everybody a chance to get logged in here. While you're waiting, I'm going to, over in the chat, post some links. The first one is a link to the Marter Facebook group. The second one is a link to the Marter Discord page. Both of those are places where you can post suggestions for the product, issues you're having with the product, questions about your subscription, um, purchasing questions, that kind of thing. Ito is in both of those groups all the time answering questions. The third link is the group Facebook group Winning on Walmart. That's my group. That's really about just selling on Walmart and questions around selling or the Walmart platform itself. I also posted a link to my YouTube page where all of the live trainings are hosted, as well as previous trainings, previous live sourcings. All the things that I do with Marter are posted on that YouTube page. And then I've also posted the link to the Pioneer Bundle. Just over 24 hours left to buy at this reduced price. And then my code, 7FIG Pioneer, gets you an additional 10% off. So I'm hoping everybody here is already subscribed and you're just here to kind of like dig in and learn more. But if you are still kind of looking and making a decision, just more than 24 hours, and then that price is going to be going up. So just wanted to share that with you as well. And I'll post all that at the end as well. Ito is not able to be with us tonight. Bless his heart. He's been with us every single night, I think, this week. And, it's the middle of the night or middle of the morning. I don't know, very early for them. And he has a family obligation. So I told him we'd hold the fort down and let him know if there's any questions that I can't answer. And we'll get answers to those posted in both of the Martyr group and the Martyr Discord. So I still see a few more. Oh, hello. I didn't know that you were going to be um, around because I know that Ito wasn't able. So welcome.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So I was just kind of going over housekeeping, more than 24 hours left, just over 24 hours left to purchase at the discounted Pioneer price. So I want to
Mhm.
make sure everybody gets that purchased and gets that discounted. 7 products for cheap. So not a lot of money, even less with the discount code.
Mhm.
Tonight, our focus is on MOA, Marter Online Arbitrage. So we're going to be going through the 3 different ways you can source with MOA and just kind of all the little features, bells and whistles, that kind of thing. Ask any questions in the chat while I'm presenting. I'll try to pause, address those. Also, if you want to speak, down at the bottom, there's a little heart icon that says react. If you click on that, there's a raise hand button. If you do that, then I can ask you to unmute and you can speak, but you can also just put questions inside of the chat and we'll make sure we will get that. Gal, is there anything that you would like to say before we get started on the software?
No, let's go.
All right, let me share my screen. I'll have to move a few things around. And uh, just need to get my chat window open and then we will get started. So I use multiple screens. So if you see my eyes going one way or another, I'm just looking at the different screens. Can someone in the chat let me know if you're seeing MOA on your screen? Hopefully you are.
No, Tracy. I think we can see
Oh,
the
not the
pioneer
right thing.
bundle.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's try again. Let me move this over. And how about now?
That works perfect now.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yep, sometimes I It looks like it's the right thing on my screen, but it's because it's mirroring
Wrong screen. Yeah.
another screen. So, also I have reduced the screen a little bit here on the right-hand side. I'm hoping I fixed this just entirely, but because we are recording this, sometimes the Zoom windows were appearing on the right-hand side, so I just don't want it to cover the screen for the replay. I think I may have figured out a way to just hide those all together. So tonight we'll figure out if I figured it out. So good to go. Okay, so we are at marteroa.com. That's Marter Online Arbitrage. We affectionately call it MOA most of the time because we like to shorten everything and not have to like spell things out when we type them. And Marter Online Arbitrage is basically a site that will scrape other websites and compare products to products sold on Walmart to tell you where those profitable products can be found. So we're going to go just dive in and look at the three major ways that we can source using MOA, and then the features within those searches that kind of help us narrow down our options. So if you do buy this separately, I'll just kind of point this out on the pricing page. It is $34 a month. Why would you pay $34 a month when the entire Pioneer bundle is $55 minus 10%? So, but it's here if this is all you want, like it is here. All right, we're gonna go to the products page. This is the heart of MOA, where we make our choices about what kind of sourcing we want to do. And we're gonna do all three tonight because they're just all a little bit different flavor. And, the order I do them in, it's just kind of the order that my brain processes things. So I like to keep it simple. So I'm going to do one retailer to one retailer. And so we're going to start with the Amazon to Walmart flips. So Amazon to Walmart flips can be really interesting. I've been doing them ever since I've been selling on Walmart because Walmart kind of has this just uniqueness that a lot of times products are sold for a higher price on their marketplace because there are fewer sellers. There's just not as much competition currently. So products sell for a higher price point, but also Amazon does do kind of these like discounts that happen. So if you're used to Keep a product finder and using it in terms of finding Amazon to Amazon flips, this software is basically doing it the same thing, but Amazon to Walmart. So it's looking for products that maybe have a drop in price or just inherently are cheaper on Amazon than they are on Walmart. So, as soon as you click it, you start seeing this plethora of items come into play where you can see the Amazon little picture here and the Walmart picture. And that's just a great way to kind of compare and make sure that they probably are the same thing. So this is some one-way window film. It gives you the category. It gives you what the BSR is inside of that category. We can see the ASIN and the UPC, what the buy price is on Amazon, and then what the sell price is on Walmart. So then you can look and see what are the referral fees, what are the WFS costs. If you're not interested in WFSing and you want to seller fulfill, you can switch that right here. And then you get your total profit and your ROI for this item. Next to that, we have a little quick keep a glance, which I can click and dive deeper into. And then we have these four buttons over here. Heart adds it to your favorites so that you can access that again up here in the favorites. This one is going to take you to Marter so you can look at more data. We have our link into Histamart, which is even more data on the product, and then a link to Keepa so that we can look at that information. When we get this list, it goes on and on and on, lots and lots and lots of things to look at. Kind of gets a little overwhelming. Also, I might see things that I'm not interested in selling. Maybe I don't do clothing. Maybe that's not something I want to do. So there are ways that you can filter this data to make it a little more manageable, and to just kind of pick out those golden nuggets that work best for you and your business. So one of the first ways that we can filter this data is by category. And you can choose multiple categories or you can just choose a single category. So I like to sell toys. So I'm going to just choose toys. I select that and then I click off of that filter and it immediately now resorts my list and is only showing me those items in the toys and games category. So now I can really just kind of say, okay, I'm going to zone in on toys and see what I can find in the area of toys. I can then even like ratchet this down a little bit tighter because for me, the lowest ROI that I will take is 30%. I like higher, I try to get higher, but I'm not going to go below 30. So I might as well just filter those out. I don't even want to see them. It's just not worth my time. My time is precious. So when I'm sourcing, I'm trying to get to, again, those kind of golden nuggets that really work for me. Sometimes I'll even like set that higher, but kind of the flip side of that is you might filter out products that are faster moving products. So, keeping it like a moderate thing like 30 kind of gives you a chance to look at everything and see kind of what is happening there. The other filter I like to apply right away is a profit because it's not as bad as it is on Amazon because Amazon, we have the placement fees, we have higher um, shipping fees. And so you really have to have kind of a minimum profit dollar amount to be able to cope with those things. But I do like to put in a $4 profit amount because is it going to be worth my time if I only get $1 on something? I mean, if it's a low priced item and I can just, turn and burn and flip them, yeah, it might be. But for the most part, I want to have at least $4 back on my buy. All right, I'm gonna pause for just a second. I stopped using MOA until we can filter by sales per month. Most products I look at are only selling 2 to 4 units per month. Oh, but are they? Just because that's the estimated sales does not mean that's the reality. I sell a lot of products that may show 2 to 4 units per month, and I might sell 30 to 50. So I just don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. That's a very old phrase, I realize, but I'm an old person. I would do some maybe test buys on some things. If the Keepa data looks good for Amazon, chances are it probably is selling better than that. So I wouldn't totally throw that away, and I wouldn't totally rely on sales estimates. I would dive into Histamart. I would look at those actual sales numbers, and we'll do that tonight. Estimated sales at a filter, yes, would be nice, but again, with Walmart, it's a little tricky and it's not always the whole story. Um, Sometimes the picture under Amazon is a little different than the one under Walmart. Yeah, it depends who creates the listing and what kind of each brand has kind of like pictures that they make for that. But if it's a person that makes that listing, then the picture might be different. Walmart might select a different main image than Amazon did, so that can happen. Um, on the Amazon product suggestion would be show bought in the last month if it's over 50 to pop up. Okay, great. And Ito will look at all of these suggestions. What info do I look to determine if Walmart listing will continue to sell higher than Amazon without getting a pricing error and becoming unpublished on Walmart? Oh, that's a pretty deep question. So, if there are other competitive places like eBay that are selling it higher, you can usually get the high price to stick by opening a case. Is the Walmart price whatever is lowest? Does it matter if it's WFS or seller fulfilled? I believe that this is the buy box price. So, okay. Is there any way to export bulk data? Not at this time. You guys have sent so many questions already. Is there a way to filter that you only see products on Amazon where Amazon itself is the seller? Not yet. So, okay. Is there an estimate you suggest that Walmart gets compared to Amazon? Yeah, I do about 10%. Absolutely. That's about what I do. Okay, so let's kind of dive in and look at a couple of these. I want to actually find some things that might be good flips tonight so you can actually walk out of here and make some money, which would be great. So first item I see here is this Durables Olaf Presents collection. So here's an example where the images are slightly different, but it is the same item. It's got a great rank in toys and games. It's got a really good buy price. So let's open up these links. And I love the fact that I can do one click and open them both up. So this looks like it's some kind of deal happening right now on Amazon. It's 42% below its normal price of $21.99. So $12.80 is a great price for this product. On Amazon, it sells 300 plus a month. So this is a product that's going to sell on Walmart, guaranteed. It's this ranking is crazy, and it's probably ranking here because of the sale. Like I bet you if we come here, let's go down and look at Keepa. Yeah, it looks like the rank as the price fell, the rank has gotten better. So what does it look like over here? So right now it's out of stock, which is even better. Nobody is on this at all on Walmart. Like, yeah, not at all. So it shows one seller here, but there's none here in the seller list. So there's no sellers on this at all. So at a buy cost of the $12.80 over here, if we want to look at some information here on Marter, we're making a 65% ROI on this product. This says 4 sales a month. Again, if we look at the historical data on this, that could also be because they haven't had it in stock. So if it's been out of stock for a while, looks like somebody just sold out of this here. Here's where it looks like maybe they sold out because there's no stock here. So we don't have a lot of data on this. So if I come here and I look at the offers, yeah, so they sold out. So we don't have a lot of data on this, but I would pick up 5 of these, 10, and if they sit and sell through across 3 months, like I'm fine with that because that's such a great ROI. So that's, I think, a great product. All right, let me close these tabs and we'll just kind of continue on. There's some things like, I don't know what this is. Like this kind of looks a little weird. So maybe I want to go in and like do my BSR and maybe like, hey, let's just look at anything that's below 50,000 and let it resort for me. So we kind of get those higher volume products and looking at those. So here's something with over 100% ROI. Bratz is a great brand. It sells well on Amazon. We've got a $12.99 price into $34.99. So maybe I heart this. I'm gonna keep going down, looking for some of that really great ROI. And some of these are just like, I'm just looking to see things that like I personally would probably sell because I've sold the brand before or I've sold items like it before. Here's a Lego Ninjago. Yep. That looks like it probably would be good. And so I can favorite these and then I can dig into them a little bit later. Paw Patrol is a great brand. That's a great brand on Walmart. If I want to open both of those links. This is a little bit larger item. Has a little bit of a price decrease here, but not a lot. How much is this selling? Selling $700 a month over on Amazon. And we got one person here who has it for $70. It is a suppressed buy box right now on Walmart, but I'm not scared of that either. So, and we can see that it sold, went out of stock. Someone came back in stock. So we know it's a product that's selling. So, I wouldn't buy too many of those, but this time of year, unless you want to stockpile them for Q4. All right. So let's just change categories real quick just to do something different. Let me do a couple. Pet supplies, kitchen and dining, home and kitchen. Those are always good. Health and household. We'll just kind of do those and see. Do I avoid third-party sellers on Amazon? Personally, yes. My account's too important to me. I've had it for 26 years. I'm not going to risk that. I don't care that other people do. It's just not what I do. So that's kind of just it depends on your risk tolerance. Because if they come back and if you buy something from a third party seller and they didn't get it through authentic supply chains, um, that could be a problem for you. We don't want problems. Okay, kind of just scrolling through here once again and kind of seeing if there's anything that kind of hits me. Citrus Magic Pet Odor Eliminator. That's interesting. So we've got a little different packaging, it looks like. Could be older packaging versus newer packaging. 20-ounce pack of two. Got a pretty decent price decrease here. It's the same thing, 20-ounce pack of two. It's just older packaging, but they have like this other packaging, which is even different than this packaging. I don't worry about packaging on Walmart as long as it's the right product. This sells 100 units a month over on Walmart. On Amazon. So again, I would probably pick up a few. And with Walmart, a lot of it is just testing. It's testing products, it's testing brands, until you kind of prove it and then go deeper as you know things for that. Yeah, it definitely would be a filter for filtering out third party. I think they already have that on their to-do list. Um, but yeah, definitely would be helpful. Okay, so that's really the Amazon to Walmart portion. So now we're going to go back up to products and we're going to look at Walmart to Walmart. So Walmart to Walmart flips are a little different because it's buying at Walmart at a lower price. And of course, you want to buy it when there isn't so much stock that you have to hold it too long or that the price stays low. So you have to do a little more research, in my opinion, when you're doing Walmart to Walmart flips. You want to buy at those discounted clearance rates, but you want to do it in a way that you're not waiting for them to sell 1,000 of them before you're able to turn around and send it back in. With Walmart to Walmart flips, the appearance is a little different. So they're showing you the item ID, the UPC, the category, what the price was and what it currently is now, and what the percent of the drop is. And then you can dive in and you can get more data, which we'll do in a moment. For me, I want to see things that I don't know, give me at least a 50% drop in the price. And then we'll go from there. So already we have some things that are, some significant drops. These are on Walmart, so we know they probably are selling on Walmart to some degree. So let's just take a look at if we can just kind of scroll and see if there's something right away we see. All right, here we go. Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. I'm going to open up the Walmart listing, first of all, to look at. So this is $11.97. There we go with our price history. On this one, let me open up the historical data because I want to see if it actually, what was the price before over here? $25.44. This one might have been like just a blip that came in for just a moment at that higher price because I'm seeing a pretty steady price history. So I probably would pass on that. All right. Let's again do some category sourcing. This one's a little different. It doesn't have the drop down, but I can just type the word toy in and hit the search and it will filter out this to just toys. So again, I'm not going to pay attention to a brand like this. I'm looking for name brands that are recognizable. We have a lot of these brands that will come in at a high price and then clearance it out just to get attention. So I just kind of filter through that. But this one, Buffalo Games puzzles do well on Walmart. And they're not cheap either. They can be kind of pricey. So yeah, we do see this price history being up here in the $25 to $28 range. Now it's $11.97. So now what I want to know is what's the stock count look like? So they only have 35 of these. After 35 are sold out, it's going to pop back to a $24 price point. So if I'm at $24, 11.97. I'm almost 30% ROI, so I feel pretty good about that because could be anywhere from 24 to this 27.97 price point. So that one I feel pretty good about. I might buy some units of that. What's really cool here, though, we can also see what's probably happening is they're matching this Amazon price. And so if I wanted more units of that, I could pop over and also buy them on Amazon for that 11.97 price. Does Walmart ever ask for supply chain docs like Amazon does? They do, but not as often. Do they accept Amazon invoices? Yes, they do, for both ungating and for supply chain. Um, they're not asking people as often for supply chain. You really have to have some dings to your account and like people claiming that you're not selling authentic goods for them to come and ask for that. But it's again, it's risk tolerance, and I don't have a lot of risk tolerance when it comes to account health. I hold things pretty tight. This Gabby's Dollhouse, Mercat is something that I know has been very popular in the past. We're going to come down and look at stock counts. Okay, I would not buy any of these because of the sellers. Looks like they're all coming probably from China. Um, we've got pretty long ship dates, 2 weeks. So they are probably not authentic goods. And unfortunately, that does happen on Walmart more than I would like. So you just have to be very careful there. So it's a little, you do have to kind of weed through some of this stuff, but there's some nuggets here. Here's this Bluey Tower jigsaw. That would probably be a really good flip. Bluey's super popular. Monster Jam is great. As long as you're buying from Walmart.com, go get that. So again, just really, really cool stuff. If I click here and look at this full data, it's taking me over into Histamart again, so I can dive into the data and really look and see. We can see that Walmart's been in stock, out of stock, in stock, out of stock. So the price always pops up when they go out of stock. So that's interesting to look at. And then if I come over here to the data, yeah, it looks like says Walmart has 15, but they just came in stock, looks like. So that's why we don't have data there. All right, so that's your Walmart to Walmart flips. Now let's go to products and look at this middle group. And this middle group is really, I think, where the magic is. I mean, Amazon to Walmart's great. You can get a lot of quantity usually that way. Walmart to Walmart's great. You can also get some quantity there. But getting into these other retailers, you can find some items that other people are not finding. So I really, really love just the fact that there's so many suppliers. You can go in so many different directions looking for flips here. I can spend literally hours and just find product after product after product when I'm sourcing with MOA. So I really love that. So lots of filtering options inside of here. Just like before, we have our category list. We can filter by BSR. We can say, hey, we want to look at things that have a buy price of, maybe $10 or more, or maybe 20. Maybe we're trying to raise our average sale price up. So we want things that are a little higher price. Maybe we want things that sell for $40 minimum. You can filter it that way. I really love over here where I can filter my suppliers. So I can if I'm finding some good deals at one supplier, sometimes I'll come over and just filter to just them because they might be having some kind of sale going on and I want to just see what else I can find there. Sometimes I'm trying to source a certain category. So beauty, for example. So I'll filter just to the beauty suppliers. Yeah, I'll show you criteria that causes me to pull the trigger for sure, absolutely. So in here, right now all suppliers are on, but if I wanted to just look at a certain supplier, let's say Blaine's Farm and Fleet, I can save that, and now I'm just going to see those items that are flippable between Farm and Fleet and Walmart. So here I've got some really some really large scale profit. This is a shooting bench. This is really intriguing because this Keepa chart looks really strong. Um, it's got a buy price of $30. Let's open this up. It's on clearance. Okay. Unfortunately, it is out of stock for shipping. But if you have a Blaine's near you, you could look to see if there's any in store. Um, this folds up, so it's not as big as what it normally would probably seem. It looks like WFS costs are $16 and some change. But if you were able to find that for $29.99, it's 150% ROI. We've got 6 sales a month estimated. We do have quite a few sellers, but Walmart's on it, WFS. If you came in between these two prices, WFS, like say you did 110, you probably would win the buy box from this seller here. So that's what I probably would do. But yeah, I would absolutely buy this. Like if it was available, I'd buy between 2 and 5, just because it's a larger item. It's probably not going to sell quite as much, but it's an interesting item because, I know a lot of guys that would buy something like that. So that's one. Let's look here because we do have that price filter on. And also you want to make sure that you can sell the item, like whether it's gated or not. Oh, okay. This one isn't as much ROI. I don't have my ROI filter on, so let me put that on. 30%. This gives me my Amazon BSR, so I might want to look for things that have a little bit better. So here's a horse bit. Okay, let me open that up. So 28.80 for this horse bit. 55.39 over here. Sales per month, that's kind of low. I've only got one competition though. Let me go back over here to the bit. Let me open and look at this Keepa. So, I mean, this has got a pretty decent Keepa. I've got to look at the buy box price though. It's lower over on Amazon. Right now it's at 36. If I could bring this price down a pinch, so let's say that I put this in at like 48 and at 28.80 price tag, what does that do? Yeah, I mean, like it probably needs to be closer to 50 for me. But I could bring the price down a little bit. That might help sale traction a little bit. Would I buy that? Maybe. Like that ROI is a little low for me. So, if I did buy it, I'd probably only buy, a couple. Um, as we get warmer, this Dynatrap, it's a good product. Let's open both of these. This is on clearance. They still have it available for shipping. So 34.88. Bring it over here. 80% ROI. It's currently out of stock on Walmart, which is amazing. Love that. And we have offer count history, so we know it's been selling. Yeah, I'd probably pick up like 5. I'd probably put 5 of those in my cart and buy those. So yeah, that's great. Let me favorite that one. Okay, because I'm going to show you the favorites here in a minute. I'm going to pause and come back. I'm going to try to catch these questions. I know I'm not getting them all. I'll try to go back and make sure I get the ones. If Marter shows estimated sales a month at 5, if Amazon it shows it's selling good, it could be an indication that actual sales in Walmart is more than 5. Yes. Estimated sales it's a hard thing right now. Estimated sales are based on verified reviews in Marter. Now that we have Histomart, we're getting some more actual sales data coming in. And so, for example, on this Dynatrap, if I go to the Histomart data, and then I go to this data tab to the offers, we'll see sold in the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And that stuff is coming in. Like as we start tracking this more and more, the guys at Marter, like we'll have some of the sales history here. Um, so that stuff is going to be very helpful. But we see like we had the buy box and then it left, which means it sold. So we had we had product and then we didn't have product, so it definitely sold. But this one only has two, so it's probably not selling a lot. That's why I probably would maybe buy five. But also, we're kind of out of season for it because, summer is when all the flies and things start coming out and people are looking for these products. So buying it at a very cheap discounted price of $34.99 would make me feel pretty good. I mean, it's $70 on Amazon and it sells 600 a month over there. So if I go over to, well, I wasn't going to do that right here to open the Keepa up. I have mine on here for a year. So you can see this is where we're at right now. But look when we start going into the summer, what this product does on Amazon. It gets up to 8,000 a month sold. Now, it's very hard. The velocity is very hard right now between Amazon and Walmart. There are some items that will sell just as fast on Walmart as they do Amazon. I had a product last summer. I split it half and half. My Walmart sold out before my Amazon did, in fact. So there are those products out there, but there are other products that just people don't know yet to go look on Walmart. But that's changing and it's starting to equalize more. So we're still probably a few years away from having the same rate of velocity on Walmart, but you can temper that. Like if I bought 10 of these, because even like flipping it over to Amazon would be a great deal at that price. So maybe I buy 10 of these, maybe I ship a couple into Walmart, see if they sell at that higher price. And if they don't, I've mitigated my risk because I can go throw them over onto Amazon. So that's kind of how we play our cards and kind of as we're trying to kind of figure out what does sell well on Walmart and what doesn't. So hopefully that's helpful. So like especially now that I see this Amazon price, I might actually buy more of those. So just because I would have that risk mitigated. But like this is a product that's starting like May into June. That's the selling season for this. So buying it now out of season is the time to buy. Okay. Back over to this. So favorited that one. Can you filter the WFS cost column? You don't want to deal with items over a certain weight. Oh, so currently that is not a filter. That's interesting. Yeah, so even being able to sort it like from smallest to largest, that would be interesting. When you see that Amazon is priced a decent chunk below Walmart, do you tend to try to price down to be in the ballpark of Amazon? I tend to price down somewhat depending on the product. First of all, I'm trying to avoid those high pricing errors, but I also want to be more competitive to get the sale. So like sometimes people shop on Walmart and they never look at Amazon, and that's fine. And they may buy it at whatever price I have it. But if they're price comparing, I don't want to be so far off. So I play with that a little bit. I let my repricer kind of do a lot of the work too. But if I notice a product isn't moving, sometimes I'll take a look. And if I see that Amazon has it, $5, $10 cheaper, I might move my price if I can, if I have enough room to do that. Do you have the possibility to sort, for example, the ROI from highest to lowest? Why, yes, I just click on that ROI header, that smallest to largest. And if I click it again, let's see. Yeah, I think that I can only click it one way. I can't click it again. We'll ask Ito to fix that. Oh, no, I did. Because it brought the 250 one up. So actually, wait, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yes, it did. So that's great. Okay. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm here for. It's just, I've been on Walmart for 6 years. Like we did a lot of test buying our first 2 years, 3 years. just trying to figure out the Walmart customer because I was so ingrained in what Amazon was like. It's sometimes hard to get yourself out of that box and understand just Walmart is a different platform. It's got a different customer base. Um, and just things are slightly different over there. All right, so let's unfilter our suppliers. Let's just go back to select all. We're going to choose toys and games again. We've got our ROI filter set. Maybe I take out the buy price now and then add my profit back in. And that's just going to, again, filter this. Is this for WFS only or seller fulfilled? If you want seller fulfilled, you check this box. Okay. And then you would have to add your shipping to get to your ROI. Without that, it has my WFS cost there. What are the key differences between Walmart and Amazon customers? So this is theoretical. Like it's not like something I know as fact. It's more of just all my combined experiences selling in different marketplaces. It's kind of like how your eBay seller is different, or eBay buyer is different. Um, what I found with Walmart is, first of all, people will say, well, what sells on Walmart? And I'm like, okay, imagine pushing a cart into a Walmart store. Anything in that store are things that are going to sell on Walmart. So, like, just it's like your deodorant, your shampoo, your, chainsaw blade, whatever chain, socks, underwear, electronic stuff, like all that stuff will sell. Does all of it sell at the same speed? No. I think like health and beauty is a really great kind of faster moving category. Toys tends to be a pretty good category on Walmart. Grocery is a great category on Walmart. Those are kind of like, in my mind, like the ones that move a little faster. Because people, when they shop on Walmart, that's the kind of stuff they're looking for. They're not going to look for Nike shorts or the latest Nike sneaker on Walmart. Um, they might be looking for Maybelline makeup, not Bobbi Brown makeup. Like it's just, the that's a re-education that Walmart's working on through a lot of advertising to like talk about the higher level brands that they do carry. Have I sold higher level brand stuff on Walmart? Yes, I've sold $300 bottles of perfume on Walmart, but those sales don't happen every day. So it's kind of more, I would say, your kind of just everyday shopper, your more aged shopper. So we have a lot of people who didn't kind of grow up with Amazon, um, but they know Walmart and they trust Walmart. And so some of those, I get a lot of phone calls from customers who are elderly, who are just trying to figure out what buttons to press on their computer sometimes. So I think that's kind of part of the category. And then I think more rural shoppers often shop on Walmart.com. So I just kind of try to, you know, not as tech savvy, I would say. So it's it's just kind of like, they're looking for a good price. That's, they think Walmart's going to have a good price. I think a lot of them don't go outside of Walmart and price compare. So I think that's some of the reasons that we get a little bit of a lift on our prices over on Walmart, and just there's less competition. But I do think it's kind of just a different kind of person. Like I know personally, I shop on Amazon. I buy everything from Amazon. I very rarely buy on Walmart personally. I might uh, use like my ship shopper to shop at Target or something, but like I just don't shop on Walmart.com. It's just not my first thought when I'm looking for something. Does Walmart share the buy box often? Does selling WFS increase the chance of it? Um, yes and no on buy box. So what's great, let me just go and show you. Let's see. A product that Walmart has in stock. Okay, so this Crest toothpaste, $3.97. Walmart doesn't even show us their stock count. Sometimes you'll see stock counts in the thousands. Um, this is a product that it looks like up here they shared the buy box just a little bit. Um, but pretty much Walmart is stocking it, it's selling down, and they're restocking it. And that's I love this stock drop tracker because you can kind of see Walmart.com came back in stock with over 200 of them. This would be a hard product to compete against Walmart because they're consistently getting stock. There are exceptions to that. Exceptions because Walmart uses very much a regional buy box strategy, even more so than Amazon does. So Walmart, there are some products that Walmart do ship from like a general warehouse, but they don't keep all products in a general warehouse. So most of the time when people are ordering, those products are being shipped from local stores. So they're either being door dashed to them or shipped, but they're being shipped from a store. So when stored stock diminishes on an item, that region, you can actually come in and win the buy box for that region if your items are at a warehouse in that region. So there are many, many, many items that I compete directly with Walmart, and I'm still getting consistent sales. I have a few other products that I went whole hog and bought a pallet because I was like, holy cow, like these are selling like 3,000 a month because Walmart was selling out. And I was like, well, this is cool. Like I'll just sell when Walmart sold out. And then when I sent mine in, all of a sudden Walmart was never sold out. They were restocking 6,000 at a time. And so I had to drop my price about 15% to get any buy box share. And so again, I'm pretty sure it was regional buy boxes I was winning, but I was able to sell through my stock. So most of the time, I don't have to worry about Walmart price. I'm just looking for those regional pickups when Walmart's going out of stock and not able to sell into that region. When you go to your Walmart, let's see, like here, do you see where it says shipping and then it says pickup and then it says delivery? A lot of items, this shipping is not activated. That means Walmart will not ship it to you. You have to be close to a store to either pick it up or have it delivered. Those are golden opportunities on Walmart to send stuff in WFS and capture buy box share. So amazing. Is it cheaper to ship as WFS or seller fulfilled? Yeah, it's kind of a depend question. Um, if you're a pro seller, you get discounts on seller fulfilled shipping. It makes it very cost effective for a lot of items. But WFS shipping is some of the cheapest shipping I've ever seen in my entire life. I can ship in an extra large box for $10 to $12 that weighs 50, 60 pounds. They don't have the same weight limits that Amazon does. So I can get a lot of product in very, very cheap. If I'm WFS, I get buy box preference. I can price about 5% above any seller fulfilled offers and still maintain buy box share. Um, and my products get distributed across the country, so I get more of those regional buy box wins. Um, yeah, and if you're pro seller, that even gives you even more status. So lots of great stuff there. Okay, let me close some of these windows here. Few too many. And let's just look at one more thing in here, then I'll just answer any other questions that you guys have, and I'll go back through the list. Okay, so we've talked about the different kinds of flips here, Amazon to Walmart, Walmart to Walmart, retailers to Walmart, tons of retailers here, all kinds. Um, then there's this favorites area. So you saw that I like clipped a couple of favorites, put them in here. This is a snapshot of when I captured them. This list is exportable. So you guys were asking about exporting like a search. You can't do that. But if you save items into your favorites, then you can export them. So I'm not sure. We'll just kind of sit here. I'll answer questions to see if this pops in at any point in time. So I'm not sure. I hadn't tested that before we talked. Okay, I'm gonna go scroll back to the top and see what I've missed here. Pop in any additional questions that you have. I'll also pop in this information again. If you have not subscribed to the Pioneer Bundle, you have 24 hours to do that, but also the Facebook groups that will help you with your Walmart selling journey and support with Marter products, the Discord, the YouTube for learning, all there. Um, what is the exact time, day and time for the promotional price? As it stands right now, you have 1 day and 3 hours left. So about midnight tomorrow night looks like is about when it's going to end. Um, okay, we went through that. I'm just having to scroll through and read these questions here. Um, Any sort of alert for brands that are known to be gated, like Disney on Walmart. So on Marter, it's not in MOA, but in Marter, if I go to a product, I'll just do Squishmallows because I know that those are a gated brand. And I open this up and the Marter is going to pop open here. You will see that under the brand, it's gold or yellow. That means it requires an ungating to be able to sell that. And ungating on Walmart is pretty simple. You buy some products, you open a case, you say, "Please, I want to be able to sell Squishmallows." They send you some questions that you answer honestly, and then you attach your invoices. And then you'll hear back from them, say, "Yep, you're approved." And then 24 to 48 hours, those listings would be active. Um, Squishmallows, Lego, Disney, like there's a whole host of them, but they're all you can check here. Also, an inventory falcon, if you try to add an item, it will tell you that you're gated in that item. So in the store, you could actually on your app click add item in store. And once you go through that process, if it gives you the error that you need to get permission to sell the brand, then you know that it's something that is gated. Then you have brands like Pioneer Woman that are just restricted. Any brand that Walmart partners directly with, which is like Pioneer Woman, Heart Tools. Well, that one, let's report that. We're going to report it because that one is actually red restricted. Let's do this. I know Chi, I think, is probably on here. But Pioneer Woman, Equate, those brands, you cannot sell those. But then there's also these brands that are like basically higher end cosmetics, and those will show up in red over here in Marter. So those you can't even ungate them, so do not buy them. Outside of that, you're probably pretty safe. If you do find a brand that requires you to ungate, then you want to report it. And then when we get a certain number of reports, then they'll turn it yellow, just so people are a little more aware when they're scanning through things on their app. Do sellers going out of stock due to potentially going unpublished, does that look like someone selling out on Histamart? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that, Sam. So we'll make sure that we ask Ito that for sure. Let's see. Yeah, again, another question about selling on Walmart. Yeah, against Walmart. Yes, I do. Sell against Walmart on a lot of things. We answered that one. Someone showed how to capitalize on pickup and delivery not available by putting in different zip codes. Do you know what I mean? I mean, you can put in different zip codes and this will change, but you can't order it to be delivered. Um, there used to be kind of a little tricky trickster thing you could do to like force them to do it, but they picked up on it and they cancel orders now. So really can't do that. So yeah, if that's what you're referring to, I don't think that workaround exists. Okay, if I purchase, will I be able to provide customized API keys, or will I have to provide my primary key? It's currently your primary key to connect this to, well, to connect Inventory Falcon to you don't have to connect MOA. MOA just does what MOA does. Inventory Falcon is the only product that you actually have to provide your API keys, and that's just so that you can create your products and your shipments through that. Is Crocs restricted on Walmart? Yep, it is. It is a partnered brand, is what they call it. So, but you can sell it on Amazon if you can get it ungated. Would it not be easier to submit a list of gated and restricted brands than Marter? I do that constantly. Obviously I need to add Pioneer Woman to it. I actually just worked on my list the other day. Yep. But I don't want to be responsible for all of it. So that's why adding that kind of crowdsourcing function, because I may not try to sell. Like there's a lot of things in like tools I don't sell or other categories that I personally don't sell. So it's a way to actually gather the information. If the brand is on the Walmart listing, do I stay away? Depends on pricing. I'm not scared about competing against the brand on Walmart because we just don't have the same kind of like nastiness that we do with most brands. Lume and Mando don't try to sell their stuff. They hate resellers. Outside of that, I haven't ever had an issue of selling against the brand as long as I can compete on price. Marter can be used to eBay. There's a symbol eBay on Marter. Okay, the symbol for eBay is it will look for this product out on eBay. So it's nice for like price comparison. Would not buy from eBay to sell on Walmart. Would not do that. No, no, I don't believe in that. I know some people teach that for both Amazon and Walmart. I don't believe in that. I can't prove chain of custody. No, no, no. That's how I feel about it. But it does help you with price comparison. Because remember, I told you sometimes when we get those unpublished errors, we have to like open up a case and you can provide an eBay link to show that your price is a competitive price. And so this is a really easy way. If you open up your product and click that eBay link, you can go over here and say like, well, I'm selling mine for like 16. So like look around and see if anybody else, oh, it's a pack of 3. But like if you can find somebody who's selling it close to your price, like this one, 15. So maybe I send them this one so I can have the highest price possible for a price comparison. Can you send ungating invoices as a very new seller? Yes. Nope, you don't need to wait. Just go ahead and start ungating. Now, ungating got really, really extended during Q4. There was a lot of people hopped on, sent a ton of ungating requests. They got super behind. They are catching up. My last ungate was about 2 weeks. During Q4, it was 2 to 3 months. But they are getting caught up. Okay. How do you get your API keys when in Seller Center? There's actually a video. So when you go to connect them in Inventory Falcon, I actually made a video of how you get them. It's pretty easy inside of your settings in your Walmart Seller Center. You go to settings, scroll down to the very bottom to API keys, and they're there. I got a Voorhees letter. Congratulations for selling Yankee Candle on Walmart. Would you steer clear of them? It's risk tolerance. Voorhees letters, I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't think that is a proper channel to communicate with me. I know a lot of brands do it as a scare tactic. I mean, sometimes I'll sell out of that, whatever brand they're yelling at me about, and I don't come back to it. It kind of depends on how much money I'm making off the brands, you know? So Voorhees is a lawyer. It's a company, a lawyer firm. There's several others out there. They basically have convinced all these brands that they can help clean up third-party sellers by sending them nasty letters threatening lawsuits and such. So, yeah. Can I show us an example of a gated item on Walmart in the process to ungate? Well, I'd have to figure out something I'm gated in, but basically you want in seller center, like your actual selling account. You need to list a product. So if it's Squishmallows, list a Squishmallow as like a seller fulfilled zero stock. Like, but get it into your catalog. Then take the item ID and you open a case for trust and safety. My item is unpublished for a trust and safety issue. And you basically just say in the comments, I want to ungate Squishmallows, and that's it. And you send the case off. So it's pretty easy. I do have a Walmart course and it covers those kind of things in my Walmart course. The FedEx guy just put the overnight letter in a package box, didn't need to sign for it. Yeah, exactly. My FedEx guy will push the envelopes underneath our front door at the warehouse and sign for me, which is not fun, but it's not me signing for it. So I never saw it. All right. Any other questions on MOA? Happy to answer any other questions you have about just selling on Walmart. With a few minutes here. Let me move that back over. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. But yeah, happy to answer any other questions. Again, just guys, this entire bundle that Marter has put together for you, not only like MOA's great, online arbitrage, then they have Ani Seller. If you were with me on Wednesday night, Ani Seller is like a wholesale CSV tool that lets you find wholesale things that are profitable. We talked about Inventory Falcon Tuesday night. Those videos are on the YouTube page. Inventory Falcon is going to let you list items much more rapidly directly into WFS shipments if you want. We've been using it all week. We have saved so many hours. It's not even funny. So like time is money in this business, and the more hours you can save, the better off you are. And then tomorrow night, our training is going to cover the Marter Chrome extension and app, alerts, Histamart, and Nepeto, because part of the subscription, you get the Nepeto companion app and Chrome extension that lets you do all those nice comparisons between Walmart and Amazon. And if you're an Amazon seller, you can use it. It will replace Rev Seller subscription or Seller Amp subscription or any other kind of scanning app that you use. It could replace that. So you get all of that. And it's 8 o'clock tomorrow Central Time. So we'll be back here at 8 o'clock. Yeah, the lifetime plan really is like a no-brainer because if you like Tuesday night we met about Inventory Falcon, and I think by Thursday morning Ito had already implemented multiple things that were asked for that night. So their level of feedback and iteration in terms of improving these products is just constant. Like they don't take their foot off the gas. And so we're just getting better and better product. It just keeps elevating, which is amazing. Um, in category filter, what is our brands and unique finds? Those are just categories that Walmart uses. I don't know what's in them. I'm assuming our brands would be like Equate and like Walmart brands, but I don't know because I've never actually done that. How long should it take anyone to find few profitable items on MOA? 5 minutes. Like, I mean, it's just they're right there in front of you. It's really not hard. Is OmniSeller active? I've tried logging in and got an error. Yes, it's active. I've scanned over 60,000 items so far. Hang on just a second. Let me see.
If any seller it's not working for you, you should sign up from the beginning or just use the default password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from 1 to 5.
Okay. Yeah. So
Or
yeah,
if you want, you can also send an email to
yeah.
info@marter.com.
Yeah, and if you're on the Martyr Facebook page or in the Discord, you can also put a note in there and somebody will get in contact with you. I saw another question up here, sorry. Is there an IP alert list somewhere? For Walmart, no, unless you're maybe in some groups. A lot of groups have kind of um, created those. So, and it's kind of, I mean, Walmart is like there aren't as many on Walmart, like not yet. So I know that like I just got a range of IP complaints from Target because I had some Target branded items on the website. They were claiming the photos were not original. Any of the ones that I had created were absolutely original photos. That's all I will do. I have photo editing software and that kind of stuff. But I also listed on listings that other people had made. So yeah. So, but like Lume and Mando don't sell that. I think there might be a handful of others, there's not a lot of others. Do you guys have a mentor session on Walmart using all the software? I've posted on that YouTube. I'll post them down here again. The YouTube page. Um, we have the sessions that we have done live. We will do more sessions, especially as we add more features. Um, but yeah, if you need help inside the Discord or the Martyr Facebook group, just ask. You know, there's lots of people that will help if you have questions as you're trying to navigate things. So for sure. Let's see, make sure I caught all these questions. Okay, I got this. Uh, yeah, Nepeto 3.0, that is the Amazon sourcing software for OA like MOA is. So if you when you're doing the bundle, if you want to add on Nepeto 3.0, that will give you those Amazon flips and the Amazon online, all those same vendors for Amazon. So if you're an Amazon seller, it's a great deal. I think it's like 65% off the normal price to add that on. If you're strictly Walmart, then um, I'm not going to say you shouldn't add it because I actually use it and find a lot of things to sell on Walmart, especially before MOA was out. So sometimes there's things there that I see that I'm like, oh, I know that's going to sell on Walmart. So then I go over. Um, on Inventory Falcon, if you add a product to the catalog using Inventory Falcon and created it as no batch, when you want to send the shipment, do you need it this stage to create a batch or can you send without a batch? Okay. So if you create the item without a batch, the item goes into your catalog. So inside of Seller Center, you could create a shipment and find those items and send them in. If you want to use Inventory Falcon, you would need to create a batch and pull that item back up and add the counts that you want to ship that item in. So it's going to come up like basically as a replen. So like that it was already in your system in your catalog. I highly suggest doing batches in Inventory Falcon. It's huge time saving. Huge. Another question. Already have Marter. If I purchase the bundle, yes. Basically they'll cancel your current Marter subscription and then start the new one with the bundle. So absolutely. Yeah, take the monthly. I'm sure you can upgrade the lifetime later. It might be different pricing at that point. Make sure you use that coupon code that I just posted up above. There's a link for the bundle and then an additional 10% off. And yeah, every now and then they're known to do sales and things like that too, like Black Friday and stuff like that. But right now I think it's the cheapest you're gonna get it. But yeah, like do the monthly, do what you can afford, and I think you're gonna see the value in it very quickly, for sure. All right. Any other questions? And if it would be helpful, in the Martyr group and the Discord group, I'm going to be pretty worn out. I've been on a live session every single day this week and going to continue through Monday of next week. So like 10 straight days. Give me a little break. And then after Prosper, I will do just a Q&A session for you guys. So we'll just come in and we'll answer questions about product, questions about Walmart, questions about selling, all that kind of stuff. So like towards the end of the month, or the beginning of next month, we'll get that scheduled for everybody. Yeah, thanks for your shirt. This is my group. Wow, winning on Walmart. If you guys need any additional support for selling on Walmart, if you go to my website, it has all of my Walmart support information. I'll post that as well. All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great evening. Hopefully, I'll see you all here tomorrow night for our kind of final training on the bundle. Take care.